Hello, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? I am still a little sick, but at least my sore throat is finally gone. My nose just feels all stuffed up, and I'm also feeling slightly groggy. But luckily, it's spring break, although I only have about 4 days left, so that's nice. Anyway, I have something really cool to show you guys. Look at this. Donut flavored jelly beans. Yeah, you guys heard me right. Donut flavored jelly beans. And what you're seeing on the box is like different flavors of jelly beans. So, well, they even show you what they look like on the back. I didn't see that. This is from Krispy Kreme. Yeah, a lot of you guys might know what Krispy Kreme is. It's basically like a donut shop or something. I heard about them on a funny short once. So there's cinnamon apple filled. There's strawberry iced, which Mom said it was pretty good. Original glazed. Glazed blueberry cake looks good. And chocolate iced with sprinkles, which I am a massive chocolate lover. I don't know if I told you already on one of my previous vlogs, but I am the biggest chocolate fan on the entire planet. And a lot of you might like chocolate too. So yeah, relatable. Yeah, these look good. I love the chocolate, but the glazed blueberry cake looks good too. I think I might try one of them. Take out the packaging. They all look good. I trying to show you. Trying to show you to this camera, but I don't want them spilling everywhere. I'll just bring up one of them. Okay, which one is the? Oh, inside the box, they show you what each jelly bean looks like. So, this right here is the glazed blueberry cake, the one with the dots on it. I don't. Which one? I think the cinnamon filled one's like the gold. I'm gonna try the chocolate with sprinkles one first. Ooh, even has the word jelly bean on it. It's good. Of course, it's good for me. It's chocolate. Wow, that one almost tasted like a real donut. Yeah, I'm gonna just eat the rest of these later, but for now, I'm just gonna set it to the side. And sorry that this vlog is late again. I I was down in the basement playing some House Flipper on my Switch, so I kind of lost track of time. Oh, and I have a Nintendo Switch. Just let me unplug it real quick so I can show you guys. So, this is my Switch. It's a cool pink color. It wasn't always pink. I used to have a blue one, but I dropped it so many times that the controllers popped off. So, yeah, I got this new one. Haven't really dropped it as much as my old ones. Yeah, I might as well show you all my games that I have. So, here's House Flipper. I also have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I think I got it for Christmas. And I also have all the FNAF games, which I am a massive FNAF lover at heart. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and Security Breach, and Sister Location. Don't know why FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator is not in here. Actually, I think I almost forgot about the sixth one until now. Like, why isn't it in this bundle? Like, if it has every FNAF game, why is 6 not in here? I also have Niche. Niche is such a beautiful game. Like Niche, it's like, I don't know if a lot of you have played Niche. Maybe a few of you. But Niche is basically this biological survival game where you use genes and genetics to help a group of, well, niche survive and make it back to their homeland. So they have to gather food, resources, breed, repeat, and explore different types of islands until they make it back home. And the Red Lantern is another gorgeous game. And like the very first game I ever downloaded on the Switch, actually. Like literally the very first game is Red Lantern. Red Lantern is where you play as a female musher who has to make it back to her new home, which is her aunt's old cabin. And like with Niche, you have to survive, although you don't need genetics. You just need food and bullets and med packs. And I don't want to spoil the whole game for you. I want you to see the beauty for yourself. So I'm not going to spoil too much of it. Animal Crossing. Do I need to spoil this one for you? Like, millions and millions of people that I know personally have played Animal Crossing. So I probably don't need to explain what it is. Little Kitty Big City. It's about a kitty who falls out from his apartment and gets lost in a city, and he has to help all these creatures, unlock all these achievements. He has to help friends along the way, and then he can make it back home. And I also have Animal Shelter Simulator, which is basically where you own an animal shelter and take care of cats and dogs, and that's pretty much it. All software. Oh yeah, there's also Let's Build a Zoo, which is basically a pixel-style zoo building simulator. I also have Minecraft. Oh, I forgot I had FNAF Help Wanted. I almost forgot I had that. And Puppies and Kittens. I don't really like Puppies and Kittens that much anymore. I might come back to that, but not really right now. So, yeah. That's pretty much all my Switch games. Let me just plug it back in over here. Turn it off. Oh, don't want stuff. Gosh darn it. Alright, with that crisis out of the way. That looked really awkward on camera, didn't it? So, yeah, sorry about my eyes, too. My eyes have been kind of dry since I got a cold. But, it's probably because I haven't really been outside much. I might go outside tomorrow if it's warm enough, because my eyes feel like they're not working. Then again, I did stare at bright screens all day, so maybe that's also the reason. So, yeah. And about the time system, I'm thinking of getting rid of it, because I know I said I usually record vlogs from 7 or 7:10 p.m. to 8 p.m. But, screw it, And I feel like I can record whatever I want because it's a vlog. So it's about my feelings and how I feel, and I feel like I should have the liberty to record whatever I want. So if I'm sick, then yeah, that's my own problem to deal with, and yeah. I feel bad for YouTube creators who feel like it's the viewers that control how their channel plays out. You guys know what I'm saying? Like creators who are so in debt to their viewers that they would do anything, even cause physical harm to others or themselves just for views. And it's their channel, not the viewers. So they should control. Only the creators alone have the liberty to control their channel, not the viewers. Unless the viewers are allowed to control the channel, but I don't really know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And, yeah. So, I'm thinking about telling you another story today. So, I know I keep talking about Laughing Jack a lot and how he's the main villain of my book series, Dark Side X. But, Laughing Jack is a pretty popular character, but, I don't think a lot of people know about his origin story as of yet. So, so basically, for those of you that don't know the origins of Laughing Jack, basically, the whole summary of it is that laughing what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna tell you the original story, and then I'll tell you about the elements I added to it that might not even be canon. So, yeah, first we'll go over the original story. So, there was a young boy named Isaac who lived in London in the late 1800s. Yeah, Laughing Jack is old. He basically lives in London, and, hang on, wait, I have an idea. If I look up the original story of Laughing Jack on my phone, then maybe I can read it to you word to word, so that way I don't forget some elements. So hold on 1 second. Check origin story. So basically, Isaac was a poor boy, according to the text on my phone, who lived in London during Christmas Eve, and his parents were not the friendliest couple. Basically, her mother was very strict towards her son, and both verbally and physically abusive. He'd basically smack him dead in the face if he refused to do his chores. Which she'd give him a lot of chores, by the way. And his father was basically a hopeless, angry drunk who would always argue with their mother. And he received one morning he received a Laughing Jack in the box as a Christmas gift, which is slightly unusual. Now, obviously, there's a problem right there, because usually they're called just Jack in the Box, not Laughing Jack in the Box. So, naturally, Isaac was a little confused, But he was 7 years old when this happened, so he basically rounded out the box, and then out came. There's basically like this rainbow smoke, and this confetti, like, you know what I'm saying, like fairy tale almost, and a cloud appeared before him. The cloud was Jack. He was colorful. You know, he's full of rainbow. He was cheerful. He was happy, and he started to play with Isaac. And over time, they became really good friends. And Isaac tried to show Jack to his mother. Her mother, of course, didn't believe him at first, but when she was finally convinced, he brought her to his room, only to realize Jack wasn't there. And so Isaac, her mom, just slapped him in the face. I know, anger issues. And left him in bed with no dinner for that night. And Jack comforted Isaac, saying that no one else can see him but Isaac. So, yeah. And he made a promise to the poor boy that they would always be friends. And he even gave Isaac some this rainbow candies. Yeah. And but over time, Isaac acted a little more strange. One afternoon, Jack and Isaac were playing in their backyard, and they were playing pirates, to be specific. And Isaac saw this cat wandering in the yard, and he pretended the cat was a rival pirate, and had Jack take care of the cat. And Jack basically took the cat and then started to squeeze it with those long, strong arms, to the point where he ends up killing the cat by suffocating it and maybe breaking its ribs too. And Jack immediately felt guilty, but Isaac, he just laughed. Yeah, he was a. I think his father's violence and his mom's strictness is starting to rub off on him. I mean, he's 7 years old, bro. Like, dude, Isaac, you're 7 years old. That was a living, breathing cat you saw your playmate just killed, and you're seriously not going to question this? And I was shocked too at Isaac's reaction, to be honest. He's 7 years old, and being an animal lover at his age and an animal lover now, like, bro, your parents did not raise you right, kid. Oh God. And Jack pretty much had the same reaction as me when he saw Isaac react that way. But Jack just tries to brush it off. I mean, Isaac was his friend. And so he laughed it off nervously and kept playing with Isaac like nothing happened. But, something tells me that memory's gonna stick with him for a long time. Even now when he's evil. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so, basically, one day, Isaac grew older and moved away. And Jack waited in this saddest box, his Laughing Jack in the Box, waiting for Isaac to return because Isaac didn't take the Laughing Jack in the Box with him. But the more he waited, the more his hope that Isaac would return faded. His color started to fade. He was going a little crazy. The whole gist. But then one day, Isaac came back, and he brought a woman with him, which was his wife. And Jack tried calling out for Isaac, but Isaac either didn't hear him or was just ignoring him altogether. And then Isaac's wife, which I don't know if she had her name or not, she accidentally dropped a bottle of wine. And of course, Isaac flipped out on her, and they started having this big argument, and then Isaac killed her. Yeah, I'm gonna have a trigger warning right now for any of you who are sensitive, because this is about to get real messed up. So yeah, I've been warned. he made her skin and bones into furniture. Yeah. Very messed up. And Jack had watched the whole thing, horrified by what he was witnessing. And if you thought Isaac stopped there, boy oh boy would you be wrong. Because ever since then, Isaac became a serial killer basically. It's where he would lure women into his house, kill them, and then turn their skin and bones into furniture. And the more Isaac killed, the more messed up Jack's mind became, because Jack was cursed. I don't know if it's a permanent curse per se, but it did say it was a curse in the story, the origin story that I heard, to mimic the personality of his owners. And his colors, Jack's colors as well as his personality had changed, and not in a good way. And so one day, and besides, God, I'm losing my words right now, but anyways, so one day, when Isaac was staying in his room, he finally noticed the Laughing Jack in the box, which the box itself also had its colors faded. Isaac then wound up the box and then threw it onto the ground, as if Jack meant nothing to him. I think that too it also fueled Jack's rage, for ever since then the box flung open, the same confetti and fog filling up the room, and there appeared Laughing Jack. He was colorless, he had this creepy appearance, he had a psycho killer grin, he has lost his marbles. And he ended up killing Isaac the same method, the same way he killed that cat all those years ago. Slowly crushing Isaac, breaking his ribs, and suffocating him to death. And then, ever since then, Jack would lure children with manipulation, pretending to be their friend, before I think he would torture them and then gut them to death. And then they would fill up their insides with colorful candies, which I'm guessing a lot of you probably already knew of, because a lot of you have heard of Jack. But, yeah. And, I might as well show you his appearance. I know a lot of you already know what Jack looks like, but, I figured I might as well show you to those for watching who are probably new to Laughing Jack as a whole. Look at this. Does he look familiar to you? I don't know if a lot of you can see him because the lighting is pretty bad. Should be better now. Yeah, he is messed up. Yeah, a lot of people like to cosplay as Jack for some reason, which I don't know why. And for someone who has a fear of clowns, it would freak me out to see a Laughing Jack in real life. So yeah, now that I've gone over the origin story, the original story, I'm just gonna explain briefly all the elements I added to it. So, in my version, since no one really seems to know where Laughing Jack came from before he met Isaac, or even if he was ever human at all. But here is my theory. My theory is that Laughing Jack is not human, but rather a spirit. And in my version, back then there was a time where the earth was a very dark place. I mean, war, plague, death, violence, murder. It was a dark time back then. But then, but then Jaden, I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm losing my words again. Hang on 1 second, I need to recuperate myself. Was it Jaden who made Jack? I don't know. I don't remember if it was her who made him or not. Oh yeah, now I remember. So, back then, there was a time where the world was a very, very dark place. But then, one day, a wise wizard, whose name, as of now, is completely unknown, used his ancient magic to create a powerful and mythical being. Whose name was Jack. And Jack's job was to basically protect and look after children, guiding them to a better path by being their friend and supporting them along the way, like what he did for Isaac. So if he saw a child suffering, he would be there for them, to protect them and guide them, like a guardian angel sort of way. Oh no, I'm about to sneeze. Bless the United States of America. Oh dear me. So yeah, as I was saying, sorry, my allergies are very bad. Colds hit hard, man. So yeah, as I was saying, so Jack is basically acted as a guardian angel to the children. And if he saw a family treated a child like they should, i.e. treating them with love, care, and respect, then Jack would bless the family with good luck and good fortune and a good life. However, if he saw a horrid family, much like Isaac's, if he saw a horrid family treating their child terribly, like abusing them or neglecting them, he would curse them with disease and bad fortune and even death. Jack hated it when parents mistreat their children. And of course, he can't take care of all these children without being repaid, right? Other than praise, he also gained something else from taking care of a child. Energy. Positive energy. You see, Jack was created by the wizard. The wizard used positive magic, what little positive magic was left in the world, to create Jack. And Jack needs this positive energy to function, to live, to control his powers. His powers require positive energy to even function and to work as effectively as normal. So, whenever he takes care of a child, he absorbs the positive energy and the happiness from the environment around him. And he uses his positive energy to function, like I said. And he can, don't worry, when he absorbs the positive energy, it doesn't absorb it out of it, but rather it's like he can somehow absorb the positive energy without really taking it away, as he really doesn't need much of it. He doesn't like to be greedy, so he doesn't absorb too much of it, but just enough for his powers to work and for him to stay alive and positive, basically. So, and the child doesn't feel it at all. It doesn't hurt. It's like a flowing, like, essence from the environment, like the positive essence from the environment sort of way, you know what I'm saying? Like when, it's like the sort of instances where you walk inside a coffee shop and you absorb the environment, and it's like it's sweet, like heavenly atmosphere, that sort of way, but in a more magical sense. You guys know what I'm talking about? So basically, the child is protected. The child is protected, and in return, he gets energy to function and for his powers to work. It's like a cycle. He takes care of a child, he gets positive energy. He takes care of a child, he gets positive energy to take care of another child and get more positive energy. It's like a cycle, an endless cycle. So, when he took care of Isaac, however, that all changed. But before then, for decades, because he was made, like, before Mako Island, before the first Mako Island city was even built. It's old. Like, at least decades. I don't know what year he was made, because that's how old he is. But I'm guessing it's probably not for when the Egyptians were around. Probably, I don't know, maybe the early the early 1300s, probably. I don't want to put it in an exact year, but still, for decades, Jack did his job well. Everywhere he went, he was worshipped, and he was praised and worshipped and treated almost like a god. But he's not a god. He's not really a god at all, but rather a guardian, a maternal figure whose sole purpose and sole job is to protect and guide children to a better light, to be happy and to live out healthy lives and have kids of their own. And for decades, Jack did just that. Everyone and everybody loved him. Some even wrote songs, painted fabulous works of art off of him. And everywhere he went, he was praised and worshipped. And in return, Jack was gentle, joyful, and kind. Probably the kindest creature ever known to man back in those years. But of course, the day he met Isaac was the day that all that changed forever. Because when Isaac left, there was no more positive energy in the environment to absorb. And so that's when his color started to fade. Not only that, but he grew weaker and weaker. And to the point where he couldn't even stand anymore. He was losing strength, but more importantly, he was losing his powers too, and his personality. And when Jack came home and killed his wife, along with all those other women, negative energy started flowing in the air. And then and then the negative energy began to absorb into him, further corrupting his mind and his personality. And that negative energy became too much to fight. And so Jack gave in, turning into the monster that he's now known for today. And that's basically my version of the origins of Laughing Jack. My elements mixed in with the old original story, sort of mixing it in, making it a little more expanded. So, yeah, that's my version of events for why Laughing Jack the way he is. Basically, Isaac is the cause of everything that has happened because there was so much negative energy in the air instead of positive energy. And Jack can't really... I don't think Jack can really control the flow of positive and negative energy, or if he absorbs it or not. Like, I don't really think he has to absorb it on his own will at all. I think it just automatically flows into his body. And so I guess that's why all that negative energy managed to flow into him so easily against his own will. And it became too much for him to block out, so he gave in. And, that's why Laughing Jack is the way he is, basically. So, so I think I'm going to end this vlog here because I have to go to the bathroom. So, I hope you all enjoyed today's vlog. And, remember, if we hit 20 subscribers, Eclipse comes to visit for a live stream. I might make a post about that so that you all remember, so I don't have to keep saying it over and over again at the end of every single vlog. So, until the next vlog, I will see you all tomorrow night. Bye, everybody!